Hi, welcome to Sweet Dreams Wellness Travel. I am Barbara Tuckett, your host, and the owner of Sweet Dreams Travel. I am a wellness travel specialist. I believe that our mind, body, and spirit all play into our well-being, and I create travel experiences which improve your wellness so that you return from your vacation with more health, more happiness, and more connection, both with those you've traveled with and also with your destination. In these episodes, I explore travel and wellness experiences, giving you ideas and recommendations, and also interviewing people who have firsthand experience of the places where you may want to go next. Welcome, let's get started. Hey, I'm excited to be with you today. It's so fun to get to talk to you about all these fun destinations and things you can do and connections you can make with the places where you visit. I love it. Totally love it. So today we are going to jump right in and talk about Portugal. And the next time you're in Portugal, or for the first time, if you go to Portugal for the first time, what should you do? And what are my recommendations? So I kind of have felt a connection with Portugal for so long. My sister lived there for a little while. I lived in Brazil and I speak Portuguese. So I had that, language connection. My daughter visited Portugal for 2 weeks a couple of summers ago for a humanitarian trip. And so I just feel like I'm somehow connected with Portugal. So what should you put on your list of things to do in Portugal? First of all, of course, you need to visit Lisbon. So Lisbon is the capital city. It's where there's just tons of culture and history and all these friendly people and authentic cuisine. And you really need to, when you're in Lisbon, take note of the live entertainment, the folk songs and the historical types of things that they have there, folk music, all of those fun things as you are in Lisbon. This shows a picture of the streetcars that are in Lisbon. Lisbon is a very hilly city, kind of like San Francisco, but way, way older. All right. Lisbon also has a really mild climate. It's sunny throughout the year. They average 3,000 hours of sunshine every single year. So there is a river called the Tagus Iberia, and it's the largest river in Lisbon. I don't know why this is a funny fact, but they believe it is large enough that it could hold all of the warships on the planet just in this one big river. I don't know why they would calculate that, but pretty fun fact. The main port in Portugal is called the Port of Lisbon, and it's located right where the river Tagus, which is the river I was just talking about, and the Atlantic Ocean meet. So that is the largest port. So those are kind of some fun facts about Lisbon. Now, another thing that you need to do when you visit Portugal is you need to definitely make some time to visit the beautiful historic churches and cathedrals that are in the area. So this is a picture of the Batalha Monastery. Batalha means battle in Portuguese. And this was a 16th century monastery that was created. It is so beautiful. It's got all of these gorgeous, this scroll work and the windows and the crenellations and just all of the things. They have made it into a World Heritage Monument, which understandably so. It is so gorgeous. Okay, another great church or place to visit is called the Abbey of Santa Maria. And this abbey is really cool. It's got a monastery, a library, a kitchen, dormitories, and of course the church. So it's really this main fun place to visit also. And one more that I'll mention, the Palácio da Penha. It's one of the most beautiful places in the town of Sintra, and it's also known as one of the 7 wonders of Portugal. So just a few highlights to see if you are looking for churches or cathedrals, that type of thing. Okay, another thing you must do if you go to Portugal is check out some of the beaches. There are some gorgeous beaches. Portugal is located right along the Atlantic Ocean, and they've got so many, like one whole side of their country is all along the beaches, the ocean. So these are some of the most stunning beaches that you will ever see. One of the most famous places is this fun sea cave that's called Benagil Cave, and it's incredible. It's this sea cave that is built right on the edge of this gorgeous beach, and you can go inside and look out like this little porthole up on top of the cave, and just some arches through the cave entrances. And anyway, it's just amazing. Also, there is this gorgeous magical little island called São Miguel, and it has waterfalls, and that is in the Azores. Then there's another really fun, famous beach is called Costa Nova Beach. It's in Aveiro, and it's definitely a must for seafood lovers. If you love seafood, you ought to check it out. Okay. Speaking of food, you definitely, if you visit Portugal, you've got to try some of the local Portuguese food. They love seafood, and they use seafood in a lot of their dishes. Especially, they've got some specialty dishes called that are made with cod and also made with sardines, which is an interesting thing, because I think of sardines as being canned, and they have so much fresh seafood. But anyway, rice, of course, pork. They do a lot with pork and ham. French fries. They use French fries in a lot of their dishes, and eggs. They have some really great specialty pastries, little tarts, and they also have a specialty rice pudding that they make. So you got to check out some Portuguese food if you go. Now, another thing that I totally think you should do is visit this wellness property that is called Paraiso Escondido. And it means hidden paradise. That literally is the name of the resort. It's just this small little boutique guest house. It's really cool. It's located just 2.5 hours from Lisbon. It's located high on a hill. It's got a main house, and the main house includes 5 bedrooms inside, and then there are only an additional 5 other bedrooms outside the main house. So a total of 10 rooms. Like, this is really a boutique property to only have 10 rooms total. So, and you really feel like a welcomed guest when you stay here. But they've got a swimming pool, a spa, a wellness and yoga studio. They've got an organic vegetable garden, and a lot of like landscaped quiet areas where you can like just look at the views. You can take a walk, you can read a book, you can sunbathe, you can like just hang out and really enjoy the property. So it's this beautiful little resort property. Now, the room types are one of my favorite things here. Most of them are furnished like really in with kind of a clean, modern look, but every single one of the 10 rooms looks a little bit different. And so I love that about it, that it's not a cookie cutter feel for any of the rooms. Like I mentioned, 5 are in the main house and 5 are outside the main house. 3 of them that are in the main house are just regular rooms with a king size bed and a separate bathroom, like just a regular room. 4 rooms total, 4 of the 10 are suites. And then, sorry, the last 3, oh my goodness, I have something in my throat, are wooden bungalows that are on stilts. And so they are really cool, that they're just kind of located in the middle of nature outside of the main house. Okay, in the main house, besides the 5, rooms that are located there, they've got this big lounge and dining area. There's a wood burning fireplace, there's a bar, there's sitting areas. It's just very cozy and welcoming. They have these high wooden ceilings. They have huge windows that open up to the beautiful views outside. It kind of just feels like staying in someone's home, like a non-hotel, but like you're having this amazing guest experience. And as you stay there, your meals can either be included in the stay, or you can just pay for them, as you go. Like if you want to add on a meal here or there, you can, or you can include them in your stay. So I think that is a really fun feature of this property, is that you can use it as kind of a home base, or you can use it as just a property to get away and stay and just enjoy all of the amenities. So I have a 4-minute video, which is narrated by the owners. If you are watching, you will also get to see some beautiful footage from the property. If you're not watching, you can listen to them and they will kind of tell their story and talk a little bit about the property. It's really interesting. I love it.
The beauty of this place is the simplicity, nature at its best, the calmness, the energy that it gives people.
It all began as a holiday home, and we share this with friends and family that enjoy the lifestyle here so much that they didn't want to leave. And this inspired us to open a guest house. As a previous nomad with eclectic taste, I have collected pieces from all over the globe, from different countries that we've lived in, and I've placed it all here in an harmonious way. Living here inspires me, and I love being surrounded by nature. It inspires my paintings. Most of the paintings that decorate the rooms have been painted here.
Big change for me to come from the corporate world to live in the country, but I think it was a natural evolution for me. I was always a country boy at heart. I've lived and worked in 5 countries. I've traveled to, I think, 68 countries, last count. So being here in Portugal now, I bring those experiences with me. Gisela, our daughter, is very integral and really important to everything we do here, as it's a family-run operation. She's an incredible patissiere. She makes the cakes, she makes desserts, and which our guests always love. She's very special.
Preparing and making beautiful meals start by knowing where your food comes from. And we live in a beautiful part of Portugal where we still have the luxury where food is grown organically and made in traditional ways. I personally love to know exactly who my producers are. And for instance, our cheese is made by our neighbor using her goat's milk and made traditionally with a lot of love, which we serve for our breakfasts.
When I plant the vegetables and I see the vegetables grow and I'm able to, cut them, pick them, dig them up, take them to the kitchen, cook with my wife or with the chefs, and then serve it on a table, it's so rewarding. And you see the faces of the people when they eat the food. Working in boardrooms around the world and offices all over the world to having an organic vegetable garden, looking after guests, making them feel at home, is to me much more fulfilling, and it's the realization of a dream.
One of life's simple pleasures is enjoying surprises, and I love surprising our guests with small little details. Our concept is about creating a guest experience. So one of the challenges that I really enjoy is by connecting with the guest and figuring out what they would like before they even arrived. I love setting the table depending on the occasion, depending on the guest, choosing the napkins, choosing the runner, choosing the candles for the table, and all those little things add to the experience.
Part of this job that I love is talking to our guests. It feels like we travel. They come from all over the world, and they're well-traveled people, and it's really important to me and to us to hear their feedback, to get better and better. We always want to improve our guest experience.
We don't just offer a service, we are truly willing to serve, and this is true hospitality for me.
Paraiso Escondido is all about sharing. It's all about enjoyment. It's about relaxing, getting off the grid, and really being at one with yourself.
Hopefully you loved that video. I loved that video. I thought it was just awesome to sit and be able to enjoy little pictures and a little slice of kind of what the owner's goal and dream is with this Paraiso Escondido. So anyway, back to giving a few more details. who would Paraiso Escondido be for? It's great for individuals, couples, friends, anyone looking for kind of a little bit of an off the beaten path, a little more luxurious, but a really intimate kind of getaway. It just would be perfect, a perfect either jumping off point or a place where you could actually stay and enjoy all of the amenities and just stay on site and enjoy them. The minimum age is 11 years old, so preteens and teens are welcome. And this area of Portugal, where the resort is located, is known as the California of Europe. So the beach is just a 20-minute drive from here. You can enjoy the beach. It's gorgeous. And like I've said a couple times, you can use it either as just a home base to go exploring or as a destination retreat in and of itself. Most people who come here do rent a car, and driving in Portugal is not difficult. It's similar to driving in the US. They drive on the same side of the road. So similar, and you could easily drive around in the area and visit lots of different areas. So Paraiso Escondido offers 4-night retreats, which you can, if you're interested in more of an at-property retreat, the retreats include food, meditation, yoga, qigong, art classes, cooking classes, energy cleansing, nature walks, and clifftop horseback riding. And they also offer massages if you're interested in those. So lots of great inclusions in a retreat if you would like to come and enjoy one. And also the location is available just for a retreat group. So if you had a group that you were interested in bringing here, they can just kind of serve as a backdrop, either offer some of their things, or you can do your own things and just use them as a place to stay and a wonderful location. So, and one thing I love about this place is that the staff here acts as kind of like a local concierge, because they know all the good places to visit, all the fun things to explore. And so it's just really a great experience. It's a great combination of staying and being able to enjoy a little bit of wellness, but also being able to enjoy the area in Portugal. So you may want to think about visiting this beautiful country of Portugal. Maybe this location, maybe other places, and just really include this on your bucket list now that you know a little more about Portugal. So I'm going to teach you your first Portuguese word that you may want to know. It's ótimo. And ótimo, which is spelled O-T-I-M-O, but it's pronounced ótimo, and it means awesome. So I hope you have had an awesome time learning about Portugal and some of the great things you can do here. And we'll talk to you next time. Thanks for joining me today. If you've enjoyed this episode, please like, share, subscribe, or leave a review. If you'd like to contact me about a vacation, the best way is to visit my website, sweetdreamstravel.net. To connect on social media, you can find me on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, or LinkedIn. See you next time.